Whenever I talk to a disappointed, passionate cook who desperately wants to have a successful personal chef business, but either hasn't been able to get it off the ground or has it started but isn't getting clients, 99.9% of the time, this is one of the big red flags. But I'm going to tell you what to do instead so that you can build your business, have it support you the way you want it to, love what you're doing, and get paid for it. Hey there, Chef Shelly here. If you're new to my channel, I am a personal chef. I've had a successful business for over 15 years. And when I'm not cooking for my own clients, I help passionate cooks like you start and grow your own personal chef business so that you can get paid to do what you love, cook. This week, I'm talking about if you already have your personal chef business started but can't get clients or aren't making what you want to make. If you are just starting out and needing to start your personal chef business, you'll definitely want to check out last week's video. All right, so the thing I see over and over with unsuccessful personal chef business owners is either they have a plan but aren't doing the work, or most often they don't have a workable plan at all. And again, I'm not talking about what some business guru tells you you're supposed to have, or the Small Business Association guy that helped you from the Chamber of Commerce who knows a lot about businesses but nothing about personal chef businesses. But you dutifully fill out all 20 pages of information and then you file it and never look at it again because there is absolutely nothing in it that's relevant to what you need to do every single day to get your business where you want it to be. So the way to do this, I'm going to walk you through exactly step by step, is we're going to start with just super easy 2 things. And depending on what you've done already, since you already have your personal chef business, this you will either need to decide if you haven't done it or recommit to it if you have already made these decisions. So, first thing, what do you want from your personal chef business? Honestly, you may have never even gotten specific on this. Do you want to be full-time or part-time? Do you need a certain amount of money every month from your business? And does your personal chef business need to be on a certain schedule, like not weekends or nights? Okay, that's the first thing, is just those 3 decisions. The second thing is you take those things that you've decided you want to get from your business and work backwards to figure out exactly what you need to do to get it. So what can you do to come up with a really simple plan? I'm saying you only have to do these 2 things, right? And how is this going to exactly walk you through how you get clients and make the money you want? All right. First of all, to make this simple, clear, doable plan, you need to make time and space to make the plan. It doesn't even need to take longer than an hour, but you need the focus and you need to write it down or type it down. It doesn't matter if it's paper, on your phone, in the cloud, doesn't matter, but it has to be written or typed, not just in your head. I guarantee your head will do you no good later. So again, make or recommit to those big 3 decisions: how much you want to work, how much you want to make, and when you want to work. And again, you might not have this exact, it might not end up being exactly that at the end, because these things are intertwined and they really affect each other. But if you want to make $100,000 in your personal chef business and you want to work 1 day a week, doesn't work, right? What happens is, that's a big obvious example, but writing it down makes it easier to see if these 3 things are aligned, and it shows you your path. Literally, I'm going to walk you through an example, and then you can adjust it when it doesn't work, and there are times that it will not work, instead of keeping a false story in your head that you can't see the flaws in, and then it puts you on the wrong path in the wrong direction, okay? So Once you make those 3 decisions and you know what you want from your business in terms of the work, the schedule, and the money, work backwards to figure out everything you need to do to get there. You start with the end in mind. So here's the example. Let's see, what if you've already started your personal chef business and you're struggling to get clients, right? And your goal is to make $50,000 a year. Okay, I'm gonna make a big assumption here for this example. Let's just say, I'm gonna assume you already have everything set up perfectly in your business. Exactly the services you wanna do, your pricing is dialed in, you are able to talk confidently to anyone about your personal chef services at the drop of a hat. Things like that, all that startup stuff, that should be done before you work on getting clients, okay? So you have all that done, and then if you're starting from your income, just start with the calculations and break it down. So $50,000 a year is about $4,200 a month. And yes, I did all this math ahead of time. This is not something I could do off the top of my head. And you might not be able to either. And that's why paper is so important, or your phone, or the cloud. Okay. So if you're only doing personal chef services, also known as meal prep, and you're charging the national average of $335 per cook day, you would need 13 cook days a month, which means you'd be working about 3 days a week, which means you would need 3 to 6 clients, depending on if they're weekly or every other week or whatever. So from this, you can look at how many clients do you have now and how many do you need to close the gap. Then, what do you need to do to get a new client? And from this, you can think about if you have clients already or you've gotten clients, how did you get them? Is that something you can do again? Is it something you can keep doing? Or if you don't have any yet, step 1 is making the plan to get your first client. Now, to do this, very easy again, 4 little questions. Here we go. What do you cook? Who wants that food and service? Where are they? And how can you get in front of them? And I'm going to use me as an example, okay? I cook classic American family food, 1. To people that are families, generally, 2. In the suburbs, that's number 3. And ways that I could get in front of them are by doing cooking demonstration at a Moms of Preschoolers Club, by creating a Facebook business page, joining neighborhood groups and giving recipes and meal prep tips, pitching my services if the groups allows, and then introducing myself to pediatricians in person and with samples and business cards, okay? From this, you've already started your checklist of exactly what you need to do. Now, the same thing works no matter what your food is. If you're vegan or keto or Italian or anything else, what that does is actually give you more insight to where you can find your potential clients. Like, vegans could also be families in the suburbs, but they might also shop at different places, go different places, hang out online in different places that you can get to. So now the trick here is knowing that if you've worked out that you need 6 clients, probably doing 1 demonstration in front of 10 moms once, or even worse, just dropping some business cards off at a health food store, that alone is probably not going to get you all 6 clients, right? So I'm going to talk to you straight here for a minute. Since you've already started your personal chef business and you've been trying to get clients, you know how this works. Most people are not your potential clients, right? Having a personal chef is something 99.9% of the people out there would love to have. There is absolutely no argument there. But not everyone can afford it. And that is not something you can control. Having a personal chef isn't available to everyone, just like having a house cleaner isn't available to everyone, right? And that's okay. They are just not a good fit for your business. Then there are people who can afford it and would be interested if they knew about it and understood why it's worth it to them. This one is on you. This is completely in your control. By being a professional who has their services and pricing dialed in and can clearly and compellingly have a conversation with someone about how valuable it is to them and their family to have you as their personal chef, it is in your control to meet people, tell them about your services, and make an offer to help them. And you do that by identifying 3 ways that you can actively work to get clients. Talking to a mothers and preschoolers group is an active thing. Just leaving business cards somewhere is a passive thing. The more active you do, the more you're going to get clients. The more passive you do, or the less frequently you do things, the harder it is going to be for you to get clients. But okay, I'm getting a little off planning and into marketing here, so you get my point from all this, right? So if you want 2 clients versus 10 clients, that gives you insight in how much is it going to take to get you where you want to be time-wise. After you do this brainstorm and figure out what you need to do, you can assign times to them. How long will it take you to create a Facebook business page and to find and join some groups? And then how often and for how long are you going to interact with people in those groups? Are you going to do it daily, weekly, whatever? You fill in your time then you have available to work. And of course, you're going to find things that take longer than you thought they were going to, and you'll need to adjust your plan and your calendar a little bit. And that's great. Just keep working it. You might have underestimated how much time each week you need to do marketing, and you might need to plan in more time. Great, do it, keep working it. Every day when you do this, you know exactly what you need to do to get step by step to your goal of getting 2 clients or 10 clients or $4,200 a month. Having a written plan of when you should be doing what keeps you focused, and you know exactly what you should be doing step to step to get to your goal, whatever it is, without confusion or overwhelm. When you do it like this, the only thing you're really going to have to deal with at due time is procrastinating, not wanting to do it, but all that mindset stuff is a whole different video. So if your personal chef business isn't bringing in the money you want, if you're struggling to get clients and you want my help, not just for planning and accountability, but with what you should be doing for your marketing, the Personal Chef Business Academy is the perfect place for you. And if you know what you should be doing, maybe you're even in that 1% and you have a great plan, but you're just not doing the things. Instead, you're procrastinating or maybe being afraid of getting out there more or beat down, struggling with motivation and being in the right mindset to get your work done. The Personal Chef Business Academy is the perfect place for you. You get one-on-one business coaching with me, you get regular group community calls, and lifetime access to a comprehensive online training vault. Interested? The link is right below, because I'm telling you, the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking.